everybody back to another virtual graphic novel. Yes, it comes, as I know, from Sepia Tears and Carpe Diem. Well, I guess this become my thing, to play visual graphic novels, because I like to play with little girls. Anyways, welcome to Written in the Sky. What's above Written in the Sky? Well, it's like every other graphic novel. I don't know. This game contains sex scenes, which you can choose to enable or disable right now. Enable 18 plus content? Yes. Oh, it's got sexy time. So everyone who's 80 plus can watch it. For everyone who's not 80 plus, it is lower than 18, well, you can also watch. We are all here friendly. Everyone can have it. And how hard the sex scenes will be, I don't know. Let's see. 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. I eyed the clock, actually awaiting the moment every student in the classroom yearned for. Just another 10 minutes, and I'll be free of this prison. No. A handful of other students followed my example, watching every second tick by as by awaiting the end of another school day. Oh yeah, I remember that days of school. I cannot wait till it goes to 1 p.m. Oh fuck. Anyways, teacher, alright class, that's it for today. I'm speaking to you teachers, no, students, in my class of invisible students and invisible rebels something. We have everyone invisible here. So let's imagine yourself how you look. Proving to be as unmotivated as the rest of us, our teacher concluded the lesson with time to spare. Early mark! Heck yeah! Please take down whatever notes you need for the Azure. What are you doing? Before the teacher could finish speaking, I had stuffed my belongings into my school bag and jumped up from my seat. Oh, I'm a girl. Oh, sorry. Goodbye, Sensei. That was rude of me. How could I leave the classroom without saying goodbye to our teacher? How rude from you! Yes, everyone, it's a lesson for you. If you are in school, still in school, every time you go away in the morning or you say goodbye to your teacher, be polite and say goodbye. It's just so rude to not say something nice to your teacher. But who fucks teachers? They're just torturing us every day, every fucking day, 5 days in a week, 6 hours spent with torturing lessons of boringness, and it's talking about stuff that happened long ago from here. Who matters of that? No one matters. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. Before Sensei could reassure me, I dashed out of the classroom with a kind of grace and elegance one would expect from an 80-year-old high school girl. Yeah, just like me. Besides, I'm not a girl, and I'm over 18. Long enough. Really, now try. Swallowed too much.
Hey, phrase it!
Really now, trying to take me to that boring classroom. What kind of life is that? Life is for living. I study when I'm dead. Woo! Sleep when I'm dead. Yeah, like Bon Jovi said. I skipped gleefully down the hallway, ignoring Sensei's aggravated shouts and heading straight for the front entrance to the arms of my Sepia. Sensei. Senpai, sorry. To the arms of What's your steps? Alright. As disheartening as it may sound, this is pretty much a normal day at school for me. Pay as little attention as possible, sneak out of class at every opportunity, then leave the second our teacher puts his sulk down. For someone serious about their studies, such a lifestyle would seem blasphemous. Conversely, anybody interested in club activities or spending time with their friends would consider it a waste. But not for me! My only regret is that I can't leave class any sooner or not attend to begin with. Because the truth is, I can't stand this place. That's the truth. That's the bottom line. Ha! What a day! My bed is so empty. I have only 2 pillows. And I'm sick every day because I'm freezing to death every night. I was asleep in class more often than I was awake. And I'm pretty sure I didn't learn a thing. Who needs that? Everything we need we learn on the streets. In the streets they say, you survive, you learn, or you die by the street. That's how I live it. Papa would be pissed if he knew. Papa don't preach. Papa don't preach. I still don't know the lyrics, but then I don't. Now I know I don't listen to Madonna, so don't judge me, okay? After returning home from school, I buried my head in my pillow, immediately reflecting on my actions. Though I had no problem leaving class early or skipping class, my father was another matter altogether. I shuddered at the thought of what my father might do if the school rang him. Having an ace detective for a father isn't as much fun as everyone thinks. He has an innate ability to sense when I'm hiding something from him, and his interrogations are never by the book. I'm not expert in legal studies, but I'm pretty sure tickling me into submission is a violation of the Geneva Convention. As I sighed deeply over my own fate, I glanced around the room for some way to kill the time before my father returned. Unfortunately, unlike most girls my age, I don't have any interest in fashion, or TV dramas, or boys, or anything considered girly. So what is girly for you? Worse, as easy as life will be if I were a tomboy, I have no interest in sports or video games either. No video games, that's it. That's it for me. I don't like this girl. No sports, no video games. I'm leaving here. Fuck you, Azura. The only recreational activity I ever indulged is the detective training my father's mandate since I was a little girl. Really, Papa? This is all your fault. What kind of father teaches his only daughter about useless junk like that? Even if I did want to be a detective, he could have at least waited until I was out of diapers. Well, it's like in Kick-Ass, where Big Daddy teaches the little hit girl to become a super duper assassin killer and kills everyone that walks among this world. Well, it's kind like Kick-Ass. If only Mama was still here to keep him in line. My mother left us when I was still a toddler. Shot by someone with a grudge against my father. Oh my god, it's like Bruce Wayne stuff. But the father still lives. But the father, Alfred, is like the metaphor version from a father's sign for Bruce Wayne. So we playing the girl version of Bruce Wayne, become Batgirl. And Batgirl's father is Thing. How the fuck he call it? The cop for Batman. Commissioner Gordon. Yeah, the father of Batgirl is Commissioner Gordon. And he doesn't know that she is Batgirl. So, in that case, we're playing the origin story of Batgirl, where her father as a detective is Officer Gordon. Ha! Well, that is a coincidence, huh? Still playing, okay. Let's go. My mother left us when I was okay. Her parents, my grandparents, offered me to take me in, but my father stubbornly refused, insisting that he will take care of me. He will raise me to become a lady of the day, or a lady of the night. No, a super lady. Sorry, not the lady of the night. Unfortunately, his fatherly duty ended there. Always occupied by work, he left me at home alone on a daily basis, leaving me to more or less fend for myself. The only time we ever spent together was his mandatory detective training, or when I got in trouble at school. Yeah. Needless to say, the latter became a habit. It's not that I have a problem with learning. If the subject is interesting, then I'm happy to pay full attention. But every day it's just the same boring, useless junk. Really, the way things are going, I'd be better off. With the dots. I shook my head as negative thoughts began to cloud my mind. Go away! Negative thoughts. Living such an uneventful life, I often found myself thinking, this I shouldn't. I contemplated leaving home, quitting school, or just doing something terrible so Papa would have no choice but to watch over me. Even though I knew such thoughts were bad, with a life as meaningless as mine, I had no reason not to think that way. After all, what is the point of living a life without meaning? An early mark from school, and how do I use it? I really need some excitement in my life. Yeah! Let's go bungee jumping. As darkness begins to fall over the city, a solitary figure stalks the night. It's looking like a bat. Batman, protecting Gotham City from all the ill and all the bad people surrounding here. I'm the only protector the city needs. They walked up and down the street looking for an artifact long forgotten. A valuable artifact of enormous value exceeded only by its power. No matter how long the search, the artifact eluded them. Not here either. I know it's around here somewhere. Many years had been spent tracking the valuable item down, while only now was the search reaching its conclusion. After so many hunters reached their demise seeking the relic, only its true owner, the one person unable to use it, had proven capable. After so many years of searching, praying that nobody will beat me to it, I shall once again take possession of that which is rightfully mine, says that girl with the long hair. Tonight, I shall take down the stars once more. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, that's looking cute. As another day drearily passed me by, I found myself passing around the house waiting for my father's imminent return. I wasn't in a hurry to see him. In fact, if possible, I hoped to spend the night without facing his insistent questioning. But a part of me craved the interaction any FaceTime my father might offer, and I knew I have to face the music sooner or later. Geez, I've been through this countless times, but facing Papa still makes me nervous. I guess that's the reason he's so good at his job. Playing nice cop won't always cut it. As I muled those carefree thoughts, I could hear the sound of a key unlocking the front door. The key. The door. The door is locking. Nobody's locked in. Nobody can in. Welcome back, Papa. Faced with my enthusiastic greeting, my father only stared at me silently. What do you want? No, silently. He thinks of that. You don't cook for me, you little bitch. He placed his coat and suitcase on the kitchen table, loosened his tie, and let out a weird sigh. Hard day at work? When is it not? My father turned to face me. His voice sounded relaxed, but knowing my father was merely the calm before the storm. Of course, it would be easier if I didn't keep fielding phone calls from your school. Honestly, you've snuck out of class again. What have I told you about disrespecting your teachers, huh? In a split second, he jumped from my legs, turned to interrogator mode. It's not like that. Oh! Then what was it like? Class was already over, the bell was just about to ring. Yeah? Well, you can just go to your room and think about what you've done! Papa? Now! Go away from my sight! Without putting up a fight, I headed straight to my room and slumped down on my bed. And exploded into my pillow for sadness. And cried out my eyes. Cry me a river. I had no desire to further enrage my father, and I knew that the longer we spoke, the more information would extract from me. So if my sentence was to be a night cooped up in my room, then I considered it a light punishment. Not that it really matters. I already ate dinner before Papa came home, and I have nothing interesting to do anyway. Whether I'm in my bedroom, the living room, or the kitchen, it doesn't change the fact that I'm bored out of my mind. The only upside to being sent to my room is I know how to sneak out. Sneaky little girl. And she's go away. Having escaped from my room, I quickly left earshot of my house. I headed down the street going in the opposite direction of my school and aimlessly strolled through the night. Much better. I hate being cooped up in that house almost as much as I hate being stuck in school. It's different if I have something to pass the time, like a good book to read or a new crime documentary to watch. But the other 99% of the time, sleep is the only thing I look forward to. Yes. While silently complaining to myself, I lost track of how far and for now long I have been walking. I crossed countless roads, and all unfamiliar to me, and one that I've been a part of town I had never visited before. Oh no, this can't be happening. I got lost in my thoughts and forgot to watch where I was going. Worse, I didn't bring my mobile phone so I can call Papa for help. No! Don't call Papa for help. He gets more enraged when he finds out that you sneak out again. So you sneak out at the first place. So, double sneaking, double beating, and double... I don't know. What's rhymes still with beating? Feeding, reaching, clicked. Anyways, actually that part might be for the best. If I ran Papa now, I'd not only be scolded for leaving class early, but also for sneaking out of the house and worst of all forget. Yes! Ha! What I'm saying! Man, I'm so good. I could be a psychopath. No! Psycho... forget it, what I said. Because according to Papa, a good detective is always mindful of their surroundings, so getting lost. That's it. As the training my father put me through bubbled to the surface, I combed through my short-term memory, mapping out the path back home. I walked backwards, through every intersection, every park, every vacant lot along the way. I never thought that the extensive regime my father put me through would ever come in handy. I thought it was all just useless information, completely bereft of any practical application. But now, in my hour of need, I wish I paid more attention. By what? More attention to what? I don't know. Try my best to recall the path I took, but as I was deep in thought at the time, I hadn't paid attention to the slightest. This is bad, I'm just getting myself more and more lost. Well, all the neighborhood looking the same. The big lamps here, the trees, so... let's just go in circles. I've probably crossed over into another city by now. If I don't find a payphone or someone to ask for directions, then... just as I began to feel desperate, a shadow figure emerged before me. I couldn't see their face due to the darkness and how far away they were, but nonetheless, I have found someone. Find them safe. Hi. As soon as I called out, the shadow figure ran in the opposite direction. Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. I chased after the mysterious person, paying no heed to the circumstances around us. Even if I seemed dangerous, shouting out to the complete stranger in the middle of the night, I truly needed their help. No way! Why? I don't care if they think I'm a rapist or an expert or whatever. The sun will start to come up soon. I need to find my way home ASAP. When chasing after the figure didn't work, I decided to take a more stealthy approach. Using my father's detective training once again, I stalked my target, keeping my distance and waiting in the shadows. And surely enough, after not catching a glimpse of me for a while, the figure let their guard down. Phew, that was close. My target breathed a sigh of relief, but moments later, they appeared to be overcome by wonder. Wait a second! They moved towards the platform in the middle of the warehouse we had wandered into. Though conspicuous and obviously suspicious, the platform has a certain allure, like it was holding a sacred treasure. It is. I finally found it. I need to call HQ immediately. Hello HQ, I found something. I don't know, it's valuable, but I didn't care what it is, because it's valuable and I get a lot of shit out of that, and I can live a healthy way. Yeah, that's the kind of detective story. No, I'm not a detective, I'm a thief. Let's continue the story because it makes no sense what I'm talking about. Without wasting a moment, the figure ran outside, either excited or desperate after the interesting fight. Dots, 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 more dots. Now this is quite the bind. I know I should chase after them. I should find my way home before father realized I'm missing, but despite knowing better, I walked straight up to the platform. Sitting on the platform was a box, a small square black box with strange characters all over it. Woo, loot crate. What language is this? It looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. I picked up the box in one hand and opened it with the other. And inside I found a ring with Elvis words. There's a dark language that didn't have to be spoken out loud. Inside was a ring engraved with characters similar to those on the box itself. A gold ring big enough to fit on the finger of a full-grown man, yet slim and smooth enough that a woman might wear it. One ring that ruled them all. That's kind of a letdown. The ring is obviously too big for me, and even if it wasn't, I'm not really into jewelry. You're into nothing, little girl. You're into nothing. You're just a boring, shallow person. Then again, it would be a waste not to try it on. Despite the obvious difference in size between my finger and the ring, I slipped it onto my left ring finger. Azuri-chan gets to be a bride after all. I wonder if Papa will buy me a wedding present. As those carefree thoughts floated through my mind, I remembered something important. Uh-oh, Papa. I completely forgot about finding my way back home. But I have the ring, so the ring can bring me home. I don't need any friends. I have only a ring. You are my only friend. I can only bury on you. You are the best friend I have. You are my precious. My precious. My precious. My precious. I just need you. No one. Oh, sorry. I was in the moment. Finally, setting my priorities straight, I began to pull the ring off my finger. But it's stuck there. I can't get rid of it. I need butter. As much fun as this has been, I really need to get home already. However, as soon as I touch the ring with my other hand... Blitz! Shining waves! What the heck? Uh-oh. She ran away. Ha 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 ha! This is bad, this is really, really bad. I only wanted to try the ring on, but now I'm a thief. I looked down at my ring finger, the glowing ring adorning it. And how is it that the ring now fits me perfectly? I don't remember having such chubby fingers. The light too. Why did the ring flash like that? I'm so confused. Despite my complicated feelings and muddled thoughts, I keep running. Running like a wind. This has to be a dream. Nothing this bizarre could happen in real life. When I wake up tomorrow morning, everything will be back to normal, I guess. Everything will be normal. Huh. Left alone in a warehouse devoid of human life, a single being strolled through the darkness. Tracing their fingers along a box wrapped in the alien writings, they breathed at the sight of both relief and frustration. To think that a human would lay their hands on the ring before I did, and a young girl at that. I was so close, and yet. The being suddenly clenched their fists and smashed the alien box to pieces. All of that time and effort. All of those lives lost. I can't afford to let that ring fall into the wrong hands now. If that human girl refused to hand over the ring, then I will have to take care of her personally. After a long night patrolling the city and an even longer morning trying to find my way back home, I finally took refuge in the warmth of my own bed. I slipped off my shoes, removed my glasses, left my hair down, and finally... no, you've got to be kidding me. The worst sound on every morning. Oh, something new! Thank you. Granted a reprieve from the monotony of my usual daily life, I dragged my heels even more than usually as I walked to school. Lethargy is by no means a feeling I rarely exhibit. In fact, not a day goes by where I don't feel a way while walking to school. Although this morning, the source of my dismay was anything but normal. A weird ring on my finger, which randomly starts glowing. My father getting angry at me for leaving class early. A night with zero sleep after wandering around town all night. And to top it off, I have this strange feeling that I'm being watched. I looked down at the ring on my finger, curious to see if the pattern thus far held true. Surely enough, as it had done all morning, every time I felt like I was being watched, the ring started to glow. I'm finding out that I have fat fingers was one thing, but this random glowing could be really problematic. Sensei is definitely going to notice. And worse, it's on my ring finger. No, because Papa then says, "Your girl just get married. Do you know that? She's only 18 and she's always going to a wedding. Are you invited to that? I don't know, but I want to be. I like your daughter very much. It would be an honor if I can't be on her wedding." Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Despite my melancholy, I quickly turned around as I felt the odd sensation once more. This is getting really weird. Is sleep deprivation causing my mind to play tricks on me? I didn't want to consider it, but maybe I should skip class and take a nap. Yeah! Papa won't like it, assuming he finds out, but I'll only get in more trouble if I fall asleep in class. Besides, what am I missing? This level of paranoia can't be healthy. Yes, can be. As Azure completed the final leg of her morning journey, a stalker emerged from the shadows. Boo! I got you! You're so close and yet I still can't get my hands on it. But I have plenty of opportunities from here on out. Once the human girl goes to the child containment center they call school, she won't be able to escape. And once I get my hands on the ring, this universe will never be the same again. Well, with that evil plan, what happened to the class? Where are the tables, all the dishes, all the chairs? What in God's name happened here? Well, with all the questions we have... Whoa, what was that? Big soundy noises from the neighbors here. I don't like it. Well, guys, girls, everyone, and school girls, no, dogs and cats, sorry. Everyone can watch my videos, so... That was Written in the Sky, very interesting, where so far we have only one character. Azuri talks about her father, he's a detective and gets a lot of trouble for her, but we haven't seen him. And this silhouette darking person who is like an alien kind of, but very looks like another schoolgirl. Well, and we find the ring, the one ring to rule them all, and it fit perfectly, and this make flashy lights. Well, that's interesting. I want to see how further this story goes. It's not a dating scenario, I guess. It's more like, I don't know, pink scenarios. Everything is pink here. Yes, we want more pink. Be open to your sexual thing and say yes to pink, because pink is the future. Pretty in pink. Woo! Yeah! With that positive things, I could close this video. Thank you all for watching. So long and good night. Pink!